Yeah, so morning everyone who's live and everyone who is listening later. It's lovely to have you here. It's good to be back after last week, a little bit of a pause. And if you are able to put into the chat, just to take a moment, just to pause and just to put sort of two or three words of how you are feeling today, just to scan your body and check in with yourself and just see how you find yourself today. So it's lovely to have other people's voices and presence here. So if you're able to do that, it would be lovely. And so it was new moon last week on the 6th of June, which was last Thursday. And there was actually very unsettled weather around the new moon with the huge storms and rains in the Eastern Cape, and we had this tornado in KZN. And we are now it's a waxing moon towards the full moon on the Friday, the 22nd of June. And Michelle McClellan did a lovely video about the new moon in Gemini. It really is very lovely. It's about 20 minutes. It's too much for me to unwrap here, but it's worth listening to. But she pulled a card from the Divine Feminine card deck, which I actually also have. And it was the card for Parvati, which she said just really epitomized this time. And I thought I'd share what the card was, where it says when your soul selects a card. What is soft, gentle, and nurturing, like water, can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold. Open and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found in the subtlest act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhabit us in moments when our ego is typically fled infuses us with the capacity to transform all our relationships. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, this child or family member, the soul within you, can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship, love. A love that can never leave, and that like a mountain can never move. A love that evolves the soul. And it's just a reminder, and I just thought it was so apt for the poem that I'd chosen anyway, the image of the mountain, and being strong and firm, but not being tight like a tight fist. And it's the trees that are damaged. We've got big winds here today, and the trees that are damaged are the old trees that become so stiff and so stuck, and not the ones that are able to move with the wind. And so, yeah, it's just a reminder that we're not the thoughts in our heads, and we're not what people think of us. We're this calm, abiding presence of love. And inside all of us, there's this strength like a tree, this stability like a tree or like a mountain. And when I go to Zululand, which we did quite recently, this poem of Mary Oliver always plays in my head. They're the most beautiful trees there. There's some beautiful acacia trees. There's beautiful fever trees, and just generally incredible bush, even in the garden and on the golf course. And I love to sit and to walk amongst the trees and just to take in their energy. So I'm going to just read this for you. I invite you just to take a few deep breaths and just to let this land as I read it. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I'm so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness, discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. It's simple, they say, and you too have come into this world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I'm so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness, discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. It's simple, they say, and you too have come into this world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. And so we choose to stay a while like the trees and to walk slowly in this moment. And I invite you, if your eyes aren't closed already, just to close your eyes and to take a few deep breaths. And with each breath, I invite you to gently allow yourself to drop into your body and to ground yourself on this earth. As a tree may ground deeply into the earth beneath, so we are being supported by the earth and receive the earth's support. And just as we sit upright with the sovereign dignity of a tree, rooted and grounded, and then our heads and shoulders like the trunk and branches reaching up towards the heavens, perfectly balanced between both and suspended between earth and sky. Supported by both and anchored by both. And gently moving down through your body, just softening just a little bit as you move through each area, starting at the top of your head, moving down through temples, jaw, throat, neck, shoulders, just inviting a gentle softening to all these areas. Sliding down your arms, elbows, wrists, hands. Just offering those a gentle softening and opening. An opening and unfurling of tight fists or tense muscles. moving down through the chest, the solar plexus, belly, and pelvic bowl. Just noticing how these feel this morning. And gently softening into each of them. And then moving down into the hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet. Just softening into these, feeling the anchoring, the rootedness, the grounding that comes with them. And then expanding your attention to take in the whole body. Sitting rooted and balanced. And then drawing your attention to the breath. Following the breath from your nostrils to the back of your throat and down into your chest. Just noticing into the openness and expansion that comes with the in-breath. And the softening and letting go that comes with the out-breath. And then dropping down as if following a slide into your heart space. And just sitting there with open awareness. Just following the rhythm of each breath. And if your thoughts start to wander, just gently guiding them back to your heart space and to your breath. Inviting a feeling of gratitude into your heart space for this moment. For your health, for loved ones and your family and friends. Whatever arises for you this morning, to connect with feelings of gratitude in your heart space. Connecting with this feeling of gratitude, this love that sits inside all of us. And staying a while with it. Noticing how, as we stay a while, perhaps we feel it expand. So that it surrounds our entire heart space, chest cavity, and perhaps stretches out into our bodies. Just noticing how it feels in your body this morning. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself in which I have goodness, discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches and they call again. It's simple, they say, and you too have come into the world to do this. To go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. And then slowly taking a few breaths, deep breaths again, and slowly moving into your fingers and toes, your wrists and hands, moving into your shoulders, your neck. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back to the space. Just to end with a quote by Rumi that says, "And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the wind longs to play with your hair." So I think in St. Francis, where the wind blows quite a lot, you can enjoy the feeling of the wind playing with your hair and the earth delighting to feel your bare feet. And for us here too, on such a windy day. Wish you a blessed day. Namaste. You're welcome to unmute and share or to go off to your day.
Thank you, Nikki. Such a beautiful way of starting the day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gail.
I've just
Thanks
been
for joining.
busy and you just realized you come back here. It's just, feel relaxed and able
Exactly.
to
Finding
move
this
forward.
stillness inside. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks like it's got quite windy behind
Yeah,
it. So
we are very windy.
there's lots of wind for your hair too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, love. It was good.
Thank you. I'm going to stop recording and I'll just, where do I stop recording? Thanks, everyone. Oh, and then next week, just before I stop recording, I'm actually away in Bloemfontein for Philippa's, she's got interprovincial hockey tournament. She's playing for KZN Inland. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do, I don't know what the Wi-Fi or the situation or anything is like, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that mindful moment next week, but I'll be back the following week. Okay. So thank you all.